Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And thanks for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Brent Hart.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez.
Was the door locked in his room or no?
No.
Okay, is it normally locked?
No.
Okay, it's normally open?
No. Yeah.
And he has free reign to go out of there whenever he wants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, police have released new videos and pictures today in the captivity case in Waterbury. That video you just saw was from one of the detectives' body cameras while they were speaking with the stepmother of the man found inside the home that had caught fire.
That woman has been charged. Investigators say she kept her stepson captive for decades. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson took a closer look at the photos and tells us what he discovered.
It was back on February 17th when police say a man set fire to this home behind me. They say he told first responders that his stepmother kept him captive inside the home for over 20 years. Now police have released images of inside what they're calling a house of horrors. The chilling photos were taken after the fire on February 17th. Because of this, many of the photos show charred walls, door frames, and furniture. A picture of the downstairs hallway shows dirty floors with severe debris on them. Many other images show cluttered living spaces with items scattered across floors and surfaces. Police did not specify if any of the photos released were of the man's 9x8 room where they say he was held captive in. However, police did release an image of the exterior lock on the outside of the room, which they say Sullivan used to keep the man locked inside. The man's identity has not been released yet. The GoFundMe that was set up in support of the man has now reached over $200,000. Organizers say that money will go towards medical and dental care, counseling and therapy, and any other needs he may need as he re-enters society. For the stepmom, Kimberly Sullivan, she pled not guilty to all of her charges, and her next court date is set for April 22nd. In Waterbury, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
The attorney for Kimberly Sullivan reacted to those photos and videos, saying the release of such sensitive evidence during the investigation was shocking and called it ethically questionable to the case. He also addressed the claims made about the bedroom door that was said to be locked.
Walk in the house, the first door to the right has a little chain lock, but then it also has an opening where you could walk out the other side of it. So those were there. They mean nothing.
You can check out all our coverage on the Waterbury captivity case streaming anytime on Fox 61 Plus. Download it right now on your TV and watch for free.
Right now, protesters are calling for justice following a deadly police shooting in Bridgeport. They staged a demonstration in front of the Bridgeport Police Department this afternoon.
Family members of the man who was shot and killed by Bridgeport police officers were also there. Of course, they're mourning the loss of their loved one. And tonight, the state is looking into what happened right before that shooting.
Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot has their message, plus the latest on the investigation.
Protesters took over this section of Congress Street in front of Bridgeport Police Station Tuesday afternoon, demanding answers after a man was shot and killed by police Monday night.
There was no threat. They shot him in his back. No threat.
Community members and loved ones are still reeling after a man was shot and killed by police officers in Bridgeport Monday night. Investigators have not identified the man publicly just yet, but family members said his name was Daishawn Best.
My uncle was murdered by the police. No justification, no explanation, nothing. He was shot in his back running.
Bridgeport police reported the shooting on Cassuth Street around 6 Monday evening. Police say officers were running after Best before he was shot in a driveway. Protesters and his family are demanding to know more about what happened. And they made that point loud and clear Tuesday, protesting in front of the Bridgeport police station.
This is somebody I know, like that I've sat in cars with, it, that I've done events with. It hit a little deeper.
To see his impact on everyone's life, it's encouraging. It's just still very sad that he's not here.
The death of Daishawn Best has been hard on his two brothers, Leonard and Dumark, who say this year was supposed to be about reuniting with their family.
I just came home from a 21-year sentence. I just did 21 years. I just reunited with my brother. I only had about a month and a half with him. And we We're together every time he came because he was a CDL driver.
This year was supposed to be the year I was going to focus on reconnecting with everyone, with my older brother who's here, Leonard, from coming out of jail after 21 years. And this was actually the first year we were all out of there all together. We were going to celebrate birthdays and stuff, but now that's taken away from us.
Greater Bridgeport NAACP chapter president Bobby Brown said the community should do all that they can to support the family during this difficult time.
We stand strong on asking for clarity and answers. Our pursuit of information will be grounded in facts and information, guided by unwavering commitment and truth and justice for Daishan's best and his family. And I stand with his family today.
The Inspector General's office is carrying out the investigation into the shooting. The office has 96 hours from the time of the incident to release the body camera footage from the officers involved, and the officers' names as well will be released. In Bridgeport, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Now, the latest Fox 61 weather impact forecast.
Turning colder out there to start off the month of April. Temperatures tonight are settling back into the 20s, and tomorrow we'll see most of the state in the 40s. In fact, just to keep things interesting, we have the chance for a couple of showers later tomorrow night as we head towards and after sunset. It's from this disturbance here. Most of it is going to end up missing us and staying to the north with some accumulating snow in northern New England. But here at home, we're looking at a couple light passing showers and maybe even a couple of sleet pellets mixing in just because we have enough cold air above our heads. For tonight, though, we're looking at temperatures that are dipping back into the upper 20s for much of the state. Low to mid 30s, though, for the Connecticut shoreline. So it's a colder start to the day tomorrow. Maybe the kids need a kind of jacket as they step outside the door. And in the afternoon, we're looking at highs in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. We'll begin the day with plenty of sunshine, but we will see clouds increase as we head through the afternoon. And again, as we head towards and after sunset, we'll see a rising chance for a scattered shower. Again, maybe if you hear that tink, tink, tink on top of your car roof or the roof of your home, a couple of sleep pellets possible as well. Luckily, temperatures will be above freezing, so we're not expecting much of any impact out on the roads. And then we turn warmer for Thursday and Friday, and we bring in April showers. We'll talk more about the timing of that and a look ahead at your weekend coming up.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you. Well, new tonight, a father is charged in the death of his months-old baby, who police say drowned after being left unattended in the bathtub this past October. Well, now we're hearing from the baby's mother.
Investigators say she had nothing to do with that tragic loss of her baby boy. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro joins us outside the house where it all happened in East Haven.
The mother of 7-month-old Angel Josiah Rodriguez calls this arrest a step towards justice. Angel's father is now facing a second-degree manslaughter charge.
A family ripped apart.
My son did not deserve this. He was just a baby.
The cremated remains of Angel Josiah Rodriguez sit on a shelf in his mother's home.
The baby was just such a sweet little boy.
Elizabeth Portocarrero did not want to appear on camera.
I'm angry.
She spoke with us on the phone, recounting the call that shattered her life in October while on her way home from work.
Telling me that I needed to hurry up and get to the house because something had happened to my son.
The tragedy happened here, at this house on Redfield Avenue in East Haven. Police say 29-year-old Angel Marcus Rodriguez left his 2 kids unattended in the bathtub. The baby in a bathing chair designed for newborns and a now 4-year-old. Police say Rodriguez's mother found the baby floating face down in the bathtub. She told police she saw Rodriguez in his bedroom talking on the phone. Rodriguez told police it was an accident.
I didn't really know what happened. I just knew that there were 3 adults in a home, and both my children were left in a bathtub with running water.
Portocarrero says she and Rodriguez were separated at the time of the incident. Their kids mainly lived with her in Ansonia, but their father would watch them when she was at work at his mother's house in East Haven, where he lived.
Half of me, I want you in jail. I want you to, be held accountable for your actions. But then the other part of me is like, well, our other son doesn't understand what happened. He knows what happened, but he doesn't understand that it's your fault. And I'm not going to tell him that. And now he just lost his dad.
The pain's still raw, but Portocarrero hopes her Angel will shine his light on somebody else.
I chose to donate his organs at the time because I wanted his life to give life. And I just want him to be remembered for that.
Rodriguez is also facing 2 counts of risk of injury to a minor and 2 counts of reckless endangerment in the second degree. Reporting in East Haven, I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61.
Well, a former high school employee in Madison is under arrest tonight, accused of having inappropriate online communications with students. 37-year-old Shalina Hastings faces several charges, including the use of a computer to entice a minor to engage in sexual activity, misrepresentation of age to entice a minor, and several other charges. She previously served as a special education paraeducator at Daniel Hand High School, but the superintendent says she is no longer employed in the district. Dr. Craig Cook, the Madison school superintendent, released a statement to Fox 61, and he said, quote, "Ensuring the safety of our students is our highest priority. We take any threats to that safety very seriously and respond swiftly. Any known parties directly impacted by this alleged event have been contacted directly," end quote.
The state's offering up to $50,000 to get some answers into the murder on Middle Beach case. It's the cold case that got national attention thanks to an HBO documentary. Barbara Hamburg was found murdered in the yard of her Madison home in March 3rd of 2010. Investigators have worked tirelessly to pursue any and all leads. HBO put out a docuseries on this case in 2020, but despite all the attention, there have been no answers and no arrests. Officials believe the new reward amount will generate some new interest. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Madison Police Department. We're following some breaking news from Hartford, where police are investigating a homicide.
Police say a man was shot and killed this evening in the north end of the city. The investigation is happening along Vine Street. Police have not released any details, or many details, I should say, about what happened. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi is on the scene, and we will get an update from her as soon as possible here on the Fox 61 News.